Well, here it is, Thursday, the 14th day of bear baiting, and it's been a roller coaster ride. Sunday is opening day, and I'm at the big swamp bait. I'm going to go in there and put a tree stand up today. I haven't checked this since Wednesday. I took the day off yesterday. It's a small setback, I guess, to not be in the woods working with these bears every day, but my uncle died. He was a great man. He was a veteran, and I drove 4.5 hours each way to the funeral yesterday, got home late last night, and I'm really glad I did. I got to spend some time with some family, cousins, aunts, and uncles that I don't see very often, and you know, family's more important than bears, so I'm really glad I did that. And like I said, it's a very small setback, so I'm a day behind on when I was planning to set up the stands and stuff, but that's all right. We're going to go in there today. Now, I'm loading this bait up. I've got the best breads. I mean, I'm not talking just loaves of breads. I've got the best stuff, such as bagels with blueberries in it, and the best breads that are whole wheat or got lots of seeds in them and stuff like that. I got 40 pounds of pastries. I've got huckleberry licorice. And boy, this road out here is busy this morning. I got huckleberry licorice. I've got 2 5-gallon buckets of trail mix, and I've got something really special that I only do at specific times. Now, a lot of people say, oh, there must be some sort of a secret bait. Well, there isn't a secret bait. I get this question all the time in my seminars and things like that. But the one thing that is actually kind of close to a secret bait is the fact that bears love meat, and they love these beef straps, and they're legal to use in Minnesota if they don't have any bones in them. Now, here's the caveat where a lot of people make a mistake. Make sure that your bears are hitting consistently before you put beef out, because once it starts to taint, you can ruin your whole bait. So they got to eat it quickly. And the other thing that I do is I actually put it in a freezer. This is frozen. And so when I put it out, that gives me more time to make sure that it stays fresh. Bears are not efficient predators. They kill a lot of fawns in the spring, but other than that, they don't get a lot of meat. And they love meat, and this fat is really good for them this time of the year. And so they relish it. It really, really works good. It's dynamite. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But once again, you got to be really careful how you use it, because it can do more harm than good if you don't use it at the right times and make sure that it stays fresh. So I got the stands. I'm going to be spending the entire day in the woods today, and things are, you know, like I said, up and down. The home bait, I had one nice bear on there that I'm sure that John or Dave, either one, would have been happy with. He went AWOL for 5 days, and now another bear showed up there yesterday. So, you know, maybe we'll get that other one back, and but at least we've got a bear there. We've got a couple bears down at the 40-acre bait, and then we got the big swamp bait here, which is very exciting for me because it's really hopping. And here's the key. I plan to hunt this bait opening day unless there's a west wind. I will not go in here if there's a west wind. No matter how excited I am about it, I'm not going to take a chance. These big mature bears, you cannot make a single slight mistake with them, or you can ruin the whole thing that you worked over 2 weeks to get to. So if there's not a west wind on Sunday morning, then I expect to hunt this bait. So anyway, let's head back in there. We got a load of stuff to haul in there. It's going to take a while, and I got to try to be in there as quiet as possible and get these stands hung. And man, what an awesome day to be in the woods. that was a sweat fest. But anyway, the bait was completely wiped out, as you saw. I really loaded it down, and then I got to stand up, and the wind is really swirling in here right now, so I'm going to get the heck out of here. But I'll show you the stand. Well, I'm home here after setting 2 tree stands and baiting those 2 baits, and if you can see, as you see here, these barrels, I actually, believe it or not, have gone through 3 of my 4 barrels of trail mix, and 3 chest freezers full of pastry and bread, and probably 300 pounds of licorice, plus some other assorted stuff. And but it looks like it's really going to pay off. I got 3 baits working, And I just feel pretty confident here that, I mean, as you saw, we got some really nice bears going, and I have kind of a dilemma on the big swamp bait. I knew that was going to be a good bait when I put it in there. I had no idea I was going to have 3 shooter bears that are pretty regular and showing up in daylight enough to make me just pretty confident about it. So anyway, I'll probably do one more of these vlogs before we hunt. We got Friday and Saturday here left, and then we'll start hunting on Sunday. So I hope you've enjoyed these. You know, I hope you've learned something from them. I've you know, got 20 years experience doing this. My way is not the only way. I'm not the only person that has figured out how to get these bigger bears to come in during the daylight. There's a lot of little things that you have to do right. But anyway, I appreciate that you have followed along. And also, I would ask you, if you have questions or comments, or if is there something you would do different, or if you wonder why I'm doing something the way I'm doing it, just leave a comment below. I'll try to answer them. And but once again, just thanks for being a subscriber, and thanks for participating in this. I enjoy bringing it to you, and I do value the fact that you're a part of this. So we will see you at least one more time.